You think you know what's possible on this planet.
Then, from the shadow of a remote Colombian valley, a small metallic orb began to pulse, not once, but again, and everything we thought we understood about technology, intelligence, and history suddenly shifted.
It began quietly.
A team in a remote region of Colombia recovered a small, metallic sphere, smooth, featureless, and cold to the touch. At first, the object looked like an archaeological curiosity: unusual materials, strange alloys, no obvious seams or fasteners. Lab tests hinted at unfamiliar electromagnetic properties.
It could alter the local magnetic field. It could cool the air around it. Devices near it would misbehave in strange, repeatable ways. Scientists called it anomalous.
Local media called it mysterious.
And then, one night in the lab, the orb emitted a pulse.
A single pulse might be dismissed as a physical reaction, a discharge, an interaction with the environment.
But then the orb pulsed again. And again. This time, researchers detected a pattern, a repeating sequence of intervals that did not match any known natural phenomenon.
Not like the random sigh of thermal noise, not like the chaotic signatures of geophysical processes.
This was patterned. It repeated.
Think about it this way: if I clap once in an empty room, you hear a clap. If I clap twice in a specific rhythm, clap, pause, clap, your brain wonders if I'm tapping a code. Repetition triggers pattern recognition.
Repetition implies intent.
And that is the line scientists say this orb crossed.
What the Colombian orb appears to have done is different.
Its second pulse bore a repeating motif, a structure resembling coded intervals, as if someone, or something, had chosen a rhythm intentionally.
Careful researchers warn against hasty claims.
Localized electromagnetic effects can arise from exotic alloy interactions, superconducting phases at low temperature, or the interplay of magnetostriction and field gradients. Still, if the orb truly manipulates mass-like effects through electromagnetic means, the implications for physics and for propulsion are enormous. Some scientists likened the pattern to a simple binary code. Others saw something closer to musical motifs, repeated phrases with variations. Crucially, the pattern was not a trivial harmonic or mechanical oscillation.
It suggested intentionality.
Some propose hybrid explanations: perhaps the orb is the result of ancient human extraterrestrial collaboration, or a recovered object modified by human hands over millennia. Others point to metallurgy and isotopic analysis that suggest materials not found in local geology, hinting at non-terrestrial manufacture. Whenever a potential extraterrestrial artifact is involved, the story ceases to be purely scientific. Governments, militaries, and private labs all take interest.
Questions of custody, transparency, and security rise immediately. Does the public have a right to know?
Do nations have obligations to share findings?
Who controls the object, its samples, and its data?
In this case, the orb's recovery in a remote region added complexity. Local authorities, national science agencies, and international researchers all demanded access. Some defense analysts raised concerns about unknown technologies and potential hazards. If the pattern holds, teams will attempt to decode it, looking for prime numbers, mathematical constants, basic physical constants, or repeated sequences that map to images or binary representations.
Material science.
Isotopic analysis, lattice microscopy, and stress testing will reveal whether the orb's materials were manufactured locally or synthesized in conditions inconsistent with Earth.
Controlled interaction. Ethicists and scientists will discuss safe protocols for attempting to stimulate or respond to the orb.
Do we write a reply? Do we risk waking it, or worse, triggering an unknown reaction? This is the kind of question not just for engineers, but for philosophers.
If this is a message, it changes everything.
If it is a new technology, it could revolutionize physics. If it is a natural resonance, it nonetheless points to unknown materials and processes we must study.
Whatever the outcome, the Colombian orb is a mirror reflecting our curiosity and our fears.
But there's a simpler truth worth repeating: the universe, and perhaps our own planet's history, contains surprises we cannot predict.
The orb's second pulse is not the end of the story.
It is the opening salvo of a scientific quest that will test our methods, our courage, and our humility.
So stay tuned.
We'll follow this closely, bring you the verified updates, and, when the time is right, help translate the science for everyone. If you're as fascinated as we are, hit subscribe and ring the bell.
Because if there is a message in that pulse, you'll want to hear the decoded version with us.
Thank you for watching my channel.